It's about a 15-degree grade till that next hump up there where it gets flat.
You know, right where you are.
I got the 26 gauge. That's 26 or 29, and this is a little bit heavier. So. Now we got a lot of branches falling, so less denting, and then we're gonna have 8 inches sticking over the less purlin, so it'll be more stiffer and more resistance to bending at the edge. 7.5 feet long saw, 14-foot wide mobile home, maybe a 312 pitch, maybe less. I'll say 3. I didn't have the blade on right. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on. Let's do some flashlight. What do you see? I can't see anything. And maybe I have to start from up top. And then the second piece. Get that off of there. So 2 of them came out, and one of them didn't want to.
Really?
These bits aren't. Oh, how about one of these?
Well, there you go.
Nothing a little bit of stuff won't take care of. Oh, I didn't do that. Somebody had already. Now that's built into it. Funny. Okay, we'll try these now. Well, it came off in 3 pieces. There's two sets of 3 screws. Top piece, and then this, and then this. Mounted through that piece of screen there. And so the boot will go down over all that. I just have to finish cutting away that base. Well, it came up, and I slid the pipe up a little bit, but I just cut straight down with this grinder and get this piece off. And then see where we're at, because I think the business part of the boot will probably be up here. So we can get the metal that close. And then the boot has a flange that goes out to here. And we'll caulk it and screw it down on the top surface of the new deck. Well, I only cut the pipe a little bit. I cut it off right there and push the coupling down in there. Put a piece up here. Okay. I put on the coupling. Then we'll get the roof. We had to hold it back from the edge because there's a metal strap or something under there that holds the sheeting up higher than the rest of this sheeting is just laying right on rafters. There's no sub deck or plywood or anything like that. So in order to pull the metal down to the rafters, we pull that up a little bit. And the same thing at the ridge. There's the plywood strips on either side of this ridge. So in order for all our purlins to all be lined up, we needed to hold that back. Now this thing's fighting us a little bit. I don't know how much you can expect that metal to bow, but probably easily that much. But they throw down a piece of scrap plywood, a thick piece too, over the rafters to do the box for this stovepipe. And so now we're again concerned about the metal laying, touching all of the purlins without having to draw it down too much or having too much of a hump in it. He split one on the table saw and got a 1/2 inch thick piece and a 1/4 inch thick piece, more or less. So that'll help. It's gonna rain in the morning. We won't be finished. I'll keep the vermin out too. So that's a double-sided, heavy duty roof sealing tape. And well, I just peeled the covering off of one side. I was handing panels up, so I can't tell you how they did it, but I'll screw that down with some caulk, and we'll be done with half. That's a little bit difficult because this new stuff is slippery. It's trying to sit on it and it's sending you right toward your work. We use borate treated 1x4s. The company that sell the metals said don't use any treated wood, just use plain southern yellow pine. And the local hardware store stocked this, I said, for metal roofing applications. And I looked online to see if borate was bad for galva loom, and they said no. But I think plain wood is fine. BuyMetalRoofingDirect.com created some confusion for me about that, because I said, well, where's a good source for the 1x4? And they said, our fulfillment partner, Tri-County. I called Tri-County, and what's the delivery charge? $100. Not knowing that it was the same company and all coming from the same place. But anyway, these were 16 foot, which a little bit less cutting. The screws we used to put the purlins down are these. We used 2.5 inch by number 9. And this star drive, and it came with 2 free T25 bits. And for the metal to the purlins, these 1/4 inch hex headed neoprene washer, and we use a 26 gauge metal, and they seem to not have any trouble getting through. And then for the metal to metal, the boots for the roof penetrations and the ridge cap screwed to the decking. Is we use these self-drilling metal to metal 1 inch. And, that worked well. That's a little rain gutter. It rotted away on the eaves all the way down, both sides. I guess it stayed here because the water would run out of it. We run the purlins wild and cut them off at about 5 inches or so. And so 66 feet of panel on a 65-foot mobile home. We had 6 inches to let hang over on the gable ends. I imagine after a short period of time that that slickness on the roof goes away. I don't know how the pros do it, but I suppose that you get the panels down to that point and then do the boots so you don't have to work on the slippery surface. I waited until after the panels were all on. 3 guys, 2 full days would be all right, but for a 14 by 65 mobile home, I mean mobile mansion,